it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will go to work for the first time today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose.
Turning it on! And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The gun, they'll run it inside. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They go to the draw. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Makes the catch. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Might as well stick with him. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Patterson. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got the first down, looking for more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Fakes to grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Bring it out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room.
Hey, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to go up top on first down. He holds one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Husker! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Fighting Illini, facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Pulls and fires complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He'll do it himself on the draw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Quarterback adapting. There he goes.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off play action on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They send the tight end in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Rob. Shakes off the defender. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Huskers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now they'll run the draw. Beck's going for the goal line. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3. The Cornhuskers in the hurry up. To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. The offense changing the play. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. First play of the drive wants to throw. Got room to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Lyle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch down the right side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it...
Touchdown to Line. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Going to try to get it himself. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Illinois right back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man out of the backfield. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 3rd down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Working on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I can pause it.
When you're playmaker like this guy is, coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last one. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete.
In third place was What's Your Spirit Animal? Asked 26 times. What's your spirit animal?
Very straight. A dolphin, because they're very social. They travel in groups.
Dolphin.
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 Bear. Mama bear. Mickey Mouse.
Oh, what about dolphin?
Bird, because mommy bird. Swan. Hummingbird slash squirrel.
Tomato.
Meerkat. Stick dinosaur.
Duckbill flash. Dinosaurs.
Tiger. Alligator. Dragon. Phoenix. First, I would look at my
All over him, knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the first down and more. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll give it to him again. At the 35, he's open. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters at Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And these two defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop at one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jamison. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's fourth down. The Huskers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one up, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois needs a big play here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got it inside the 25. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Cornhuskers have moved it inside the 20. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. Quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Going to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering. On this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it that deep. Right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Huskers have this offense rolling. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Put it back.
Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Touchdown, Huskers! Stealing a score on special teams. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. one more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Fires to the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. Great place to start for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Takes the handoff. It's McGarry. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead. Still a 17-point cushion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game.
He lost one down the sideline. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
The give on the inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Works the middle of the field. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Line gets set, first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. It'll be third and long. It'll be a draw. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And it'll be down right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just...
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois, after that big gainer, might want to see if that works again. Quick release by the QB. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Finds his man in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Illinois lining up quickly. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation.
Turning it on. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Handoff from the gun. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Trying to impose their will with the run. And that is how we will wrap this one up. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the done.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Not really shit, but it's a fucking. What? Big Tony, somebody what y'all working with. Shake that ass.